Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Nights in the Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guys, The Truth and Mr. KA with me. How are we doing, people?
All good, man.
Yeah, it's all good over here, man. How are you?
Like, you know how I am. Listen, don't antagonize me already.
Yeah. A simple how are you, we're in for one tonight, man.
People, before we start, as usual, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, and all that good stuff. As you know, our weekly show, the Prem review / preview show, we got lots to get into. Something different today because I'm not starting. So I'm going to pass over to The Truth and Mr. KA as they try to annoy and get me angry as much as they can in as short time as possible. But over to you guys.
As you see, TJ's got his Ole out consistently in the background trying to support the movement. I'm not all for that. Obviously, I think Ole's done a great job.
You wouldn't be all for it because you support Arsenal.
I'm not all for that, I support the man that's got United up there. Just to start, I'm going to let you just talk about the game yesterday. For all other neutral fans or any other fans, it was a horrid game to watch.
Boring, man. United.
Yeah, it's become boring. You know those days of attack. Oh, man. They feel years away. I just want to get your thoughts on the game yesterday.
I was messaging you lot, bro. I was messaging you lot in the group.
For the public that don't know, from a Man United point of view, how that game was.
I've got nothing to say on it, bro. It was the most boring game of football. Like, I watched that first half, yeah. What was the highlight? I think the highlight was Matic's deflected shot and the keeper saved it, but that was our only shot on target in the whole game. In the second half, I couldn't tell you what was going on. I was messaging you lot. That's how boring the game was. It was terrible. We were playing a Crystal Palace side that had a 65-year-old Gary Cahill and a midfielder, a makeshift centre-back, actual midfielder, and Kouyaté at centre-back, Joe Ward, who's like 76 years old, and Wilfred Zaha wasn't even playing. And it came out 0-0. I'm not a dickhead, innit? Like this, bruv, it's ridiculous. One shot on target.
Only 0-0. I actually thought Palace had the better chances, to be honest.
Bruv, Eze was pissing all over that team.
Eze, he was having a party, mate.
Eze was like he was in FIFA Street, bruv. You know that one's there where you go down to on the grass to the man and you start playing football and you're better than everyone else. That's what Eze was doing yesterday, bruv, pissing all over this team. It's embarrassing. It was. It's actually embarrassing. But as we know, it's Pogba's fault. It's Martial's fault. They're toxic. We haven't got a striker. Pogba's not needed. We need to sell him. So we get what we deserve. The main man, Pogba's not there. Since Pogba's got injured, we haven't performed. Mm-hmm. And it's Tony's fault that we're not scoring goals. But their hero, George of the Jungle, was playing up front, and I didn't see him. Greenwood's played up front in the last game. Didn't see him. So I thought it was the striker's fault, when in actual fact, it's the fact that we've got no creativity. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in terms of that game, bruv, dog shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Even and the game before it as well, dog shit as well. The Chelsea game.
I want to get your thoughts on a stat. United's last 10 games. Something I've always been consistent with in the channel. When you are playing counter-attacking football for the entirety of your season, it is not sustainable. I've always said that. I don't believe that football is sustained. I don't think chasing the ball giving up 65% possession is sustainable throughout a whole season playing counter-attacking football. So the stat I see is that since the turn of the year, United have 3 wins out of 10 games. Some of those results, just to go over them, obviously yesterday, 0-0 at Palace, 0-0 at Chelsea, 1-1 with West Brom, 3-3 with Everton, 2-1 against Sheffield United, early in January, 0-0 against Liverpool.
Liverpool side that lost 4 in a row, and I think they lost 3 at home in a row. But we drew. We went there and drew 0-0.
I just want to get your thoughts on what has happened since you guys went top of the league against Burnley.
Ollie is a bottle job. Ollie is a bottle job, right? And what have I been saying consistently, and other channels have been saying? Freestyle football can't work throughout the whole season.
Surely though, he got you guys to the top of the league. Isn't it a bit harsh to say it's a bottle job?
Well, the guy's been a bottle job his whole career. Like, his whole managerial career has been a bottle job. Like,
what do you mean? He's the great savior of the Champions League final.
Hey, listen. He is a cult hero, not a legend in my eyes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's a cult hero for what he did in 99. It will always be respected. But as a manager, he's a bottle job. Anytime it comes to a point where we need a victory because we're being put under pressure, he bottles it, right? Same thing happened last season. Anytime Chelsea drop points, we never, ever, apart from on the final day of the season, made something of it. Apart from when we beat them at Stamford Bridge. So those were the only 2 times. But anytime Ollie's put under pressure, prime example, this season in the Champions League, one win from 2 games, what happened? We lost both of them. Right, to go through, and we lost in Istanbul as well, right? Since went top of the league, bottled it. When City went top, I think we lost to Sheffield United, right? Bottled it. FA Cup semi-final, any semi-final that we've been in, League Cups, FA Cup, bottled it. He's a bottle job. He's a bottle job in life.
But what is he actually bottling in terms of what is he doing that has been the cause of these poor results in terms of bottling? Because it's easy to say bottle, but what exactly is he doing?
First and foremost, he's sending the players out there to do whatever it is that they do. There's no tactics, there's no system, there's no style of play. There's nothing that you can pinpoint with Ollie that would say, all right, cool, he's trying to do something apart from counter-attacking, as you've highlighted. The second thing, substitutions. Prime example, last night, 74th minute, he makes his first substitution. Mayonnaise comes on for Fred, like for like. 76th minute.
By the way, for the people that don't know.
76th minute, Cavani comes off. Dan James comes on, right? So what? So is he going for it?
Okay. In this case, I'll allow that. I believe that. For example, let me give people an example for this because I'm not for Ole as a coach. I think his coaching is poor, but I also don't want him seeing get sacked because as long as he's there, as long as he's there, United won't win the trophy. But just for example, we saw you under Ferguson twice. He brought through what's his name? What's that flop? What's his name?
Mckayla.
Okay, yeah.
You know, United needed a goal. What does Alex Ferguson do? Chucking a guy no one's ever heard of.
Aston Villa game.
The Aston Villa game when Did
you get 2 goals? No. Mckayla was Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa
4-3. And as Chelsea go up 1-0. Carry on.
Yeah, and I think did he bring through Januzaj that season? Was Januzaj the
Januzaj was Moyes. I think Moyes was Januzaj.
Yeah,
Moyes was Januzaj. Okay. Yeah.
So just an example for that, Mckayla thing. You're drawing a game. You need a goal. You just need a goal. You throw on Dan James. We know Dan James has pace, and he can't get behind a deep back line. Like what's the point of throwing him on? And then you see McTominay coming on the bench. You've been talking up this young guy. You know, you've been talking him up. Was it
Mad
Shaw?
Diallo.
Not
And short
Diallo, the
tire.
other one.
And
Yeah,
short
Shaw
tire.
Yeah, so Shaw tire, you've been talking him up. He's probably rearing to go, wants to come on the pitch, you know, score a goal, bang. Diallo, everyone's been raving about him. He's been destroying the under-23s. Take a chance. Take a chance. What are you bringing on those two players to do? Just take a chance. You got nothing to lose. A 0-0 is as bad as losing.
At this stage of the season, when City's so far ahead, of course,
especially against Palace as well.
Exactly, against Palace, you know,
with no Zaha.
with no Zaha. With no Zaha. So I will agree with you there. I think that's a point that, you know, is lost. But apart from that, you know, I want to talk. Do you believe it's tired legs? And how much do you guys have left in the tank?
The tired legs thing, is an excuse for me, because the reason why I say that, and Ollie's used it, how can you be saying tired legs when on average your first substitution is usually in the 75th minute? How can you be calling tired legs when we were 4-0 up in the Europa League game, 4 away goals in the Europa League, and in the home game, Bruno starts? Bruno started, like, when you could have blatantly played the youngers. We're 4-0 up with 4 away goals. What, you expected Sociedad to score 5 away goals at Old Trafford? Not even you can be that bad as a manager to do that. So if there is tired legs, Ollie's got no one to blame but himself for burning up. Bro, we saw in League Cup games Harry Maguire starting for no reason. Why does he need to start? Why? It don't make no sense, bro. These are the things. So if we're talking about tired legs specifically, if there is any, which I don't think so, right? I just think the team's the culture isn't good enough. Then Ollie's gonna have to take blame for that as well. Because I don't think we've played more games than everyone else in the Premier League, all the big clubs that are in all the competitions. I don't think we played any more than them. So using tired legs is not an excuse for me.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Plus, sorry, before you our injuries have only happened now, right? Our injuries only come in the past like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All that time from September to January, basically all our players were fit. So tired legs can't be an excuse, because you should have been rotating because we had everybody.
I just want to bring your eyes to another stat, actually. Want to discuss something. Obviously, you guys go to City on Sunday. United are unbeaten in 21 away matches. But in terms of games against the Big Six, United have played 7 games, won 0, drawn 5, 0-0. All of those were 0-0s, and lost 2 with a -6 goal difference. The only goal, in fact, they haven't scored a goal from open play against the Big Six. Stretching back to last season,
game, isn't it? Was it the Spurs?
Penalty, yeah.
So even stretching back to the end of last season, when you guys drew 1-1 with Spurs, I think you guys scored a penalty in that game as well. Bruno Fernandes. You guys haven't scored a goal from open play against the Big Six in like 8 matches. I want to get your thoughts on that. I think that's shocking for a team like United. Like, even Arsenal in our worst seasons, we got a win somewhere, and we scored goals
against us. And this is my point, right, bro? In the Bible, the 10 Commandments says, "Thou shalt not steal," bruv. This man has been stealing a living. Right? For how many years, bro? Stealing a living, bro. He's going to hell for this. Blasphemy, bro. He's going to hell for it. I'm telling you this now. You know what I mean? Bro, look at that Big Six stat. Bro, even David Moyes, who we cuss, has won big games against big teams. Jose, as much as we crucified him, won games. Right? LVG, who everyone said boring football, had won games. This man, right, against the Big Six, Shocking. And why?
Mhm.
Because it's high leverage. It's them pressure games. So Ollie's
Yeah.
going in it. Instead of, he talks about the United DNA, right? The United DNA is to go into these games, right? Especially at home and win. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying at all costs to win. Away, yeah, Fergie was a little bit more conservative, but he still
Yeah.
wanted to win those games. This guy's
Yeah.
going in there not to lose, right? And we see when he does that, we either get boring 0-0 draws like we've seen, or he goes and gets mashed up like Spurs did to us in that 6-1. And the same thing's coming against City on Sunday as well. Like, it's a horrible stat. It's a ridiculous stat. But because we're sitting in second, these dumb Ollie in people will say, oh, but we're second. But when Jose did it, it was a big issue. Bullshit, bruv.
What is the fix? What is the apart from Ollie out? What is the fix? Because let's say best case scenario, United finish second. Whether they win a trophy or not I think is inconsequential. I think as long as United finish in that top four, Ole won't get sacked. What is the fix in terms of signing wise, in terms of personnel? What do you guys do?
We could sign R9 in his prime. We could sign CR7. We could get a time machine and get Messi back to what he was at Barcelona all them years ago. Nothing is going to fix it as long as this man is in charge. Yes, if you go out for the dumb United fans that say, oh, he wasn't back to the transfer window. Yes, if you go and sign Haaland. Yes, if you go and sign Jadon Sancho, it's going to make the team better. So yes, they may perform a little bit better. Will they challenge for the title and the big honours? Of course they won't. Not as long as he's in charge, because in them high leverage games, in them big games, he's going to revert back to type because he's a coward, right? And he's going to play for them 0-0 draws, or he's going to get battered. Or we get one shot in the blue moon where it's a hit and hope and we go and beat somebody. But if signing wise, yeah, we need a right winger, 100% we do. Do we need a centre forward? We need a centre forward to replace Georgia Jungle, because the guy's 34 years old. Do we need a striker to replace Martial and Greenwood? No, but Greenwood's coming up through the ranks and Tony needs a proper manager. When Tony gets a proper manager, then we'll see Tony for what he really is. And the facts are, no matter, as I said, no matter who you sign, it's not going to change. But in terms of signings, a right winger, a centre forward, a centre back, and a DM is needed for there to be no more excuses for Ole. Not to challenge, because we won't with him, but for there to be no more excuses.
Would a trophy, FA Cup or Europa League kind of keep you at bay?
No.
If you was
because we shouldn't be in the Europa League in the first place.
So even an FA Cup win wouldn't allow you to say, give me one more.
No. Why would it? why would it? Like, look.
Because
hold on. But I know for a fact, if Ole finishes in the top four and wins a trophy, he's not getting sacked. I know that I can't do. But does it do something for me? No, because I'm sick of I'm tired of the boring football, us not being taken serious. Imagine we're in second place, and fans of teams below us are still bantering us, and we're second. That just goes to show you everything, bro. Sorry, carry on.
Now, the reason I asked is just because there isn't an obvious person that's going to come in and change. I know you may say anyone can come in and do a better job than Ole. Maybe so.
You can come in and do a better job.
I don't know about that.
Definitely I could, Kojo. Definitely I could. But, I just want to say, because there's no obvious choice that's going to come in. And if someone comes in, it's going to be another rebuild. It's going to be, I think Ole's got you to a decent spot now, which is unexpected. I think you guys are at least 1 year ahead of your rebuild. So if someone were to come in the summer, I just think it would just put you guys back.
I don't think so. I think we've got all the tools. The squad that we've got right now should at least be top four. top four, top three, not top four, top three, right? We should have, on paper, been battling with Chelsea for third place behind Liverpool and City, but obviously pandemic year, all the injuries, blah 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 blah.
But
Right.
you are in a way. You're top four right now. You're battling Chelsea for that third spot, I believe. Because I think Leicester are going to fall away. So that's where you guys are right now.
This is coming from the same person that said that Arsenal can still catch Manchester United in the league, bruv. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So yes, on paper right now, you can say we are doing that, but that's what this squad should be doing. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you bring in, so if you bring in a new manager, I don't see
someone else.
If you bring in someone new, they should elevate that to the next level. So they bring one or two of their guys, get rid of one or two of these guys, and they should take it. So then we should be pushing in that bracket with Liverpool and City. Like you said, there's no obvious choice, and there really isn't. But the one person that I would take right now, who's at a club who just won earlier today 1-0, is Don Carlo, bruv. I take Don Carlo all day.
Really?
Long. And the reason why I say that is that even though people are saying he's old, right, man is still working miracles with the Everton side. So that says to me, right, that he still knows what he's doing, and they're not playing boring football either. Right, so I definitely take Don Carlo. And if you want to go, if you want to go down a young route, then you're looking at the Nagelsmann, you're looking at the Ten Hag. What's the other one? There's another one as well. Can't remember his name.
I know there's the one at Monaco. I forgot his name.
The one at Monaco, yeah. So if you want to go down the young route, then would I take Nagelsmann? Yeah, because he'll probably get more time in terms of the fact that he's young. So he's got time on his side, whereas Don Carlo is kind of come in and do a job now. So we can go down the experienced route, Ancelotti, or we can go down the young route, Nagelsmann. I'd say those are the two candidates when Ole gets sacked to see what happens, purely because if you go to Don Carlo and say United want you, he's going to leave Everton, bruv, project or not. And Nagelsmann, the same thing. Yeah. Anything's better than Schmiegel, bruv. Anything's better than the Norwegian Mr. Bean, bruv.
Oh no. No. Oh no.
Just for me to finish up. Before I hand over to KA in case he wants anything to add. Flashpoint yesterday. I called it a joke. I called it this is my joke. I said, what did the overrated piece of crap say to the other overrated piece of crap? And it came out. So there was a flashpoint where I don't know who played the ball, but Maguire got into it with Rashford. And shockingly for me, because I didn't think Rashford was that type of player, he had some choice words. And there's no fans in the stadium to hear you to cancel out what you said, but the words were quite clear. It was F off. I think he called him a knobhead or something. And that is Rashford talking to your captain. I just want to get your thoughts, or if you saw it, or anything about it.
Fam, I would have said the same thing as well to that fridge on toes, bruv. Who are you to try and tell me anything? Man's trying to, don't be wrong, Rashford was born offside, yeah? But who are you to try and tell me anything after your shit, bruv? Like, I wouldn't have it at all. Imagine the guy is so shit, yeah, and he's your club captain. You don't respect him from the get-go. That man's trying to tell you to do things on the pitch. Piss off, bruv. I would have told him the same thing. But obviously it looks bad because at the end of the day, Maguire is the club captain, right? And you shouldn't be seen to be talking to your club captain like that, right? Because do you think Rashford would have done that to Roy Keane or Gary Neville? No chance. No chance in hell. But the other thing is, it just goes to show that man don't respect Harry Maguire. Bruv, man don't respect him, bruv. Man's busting case here, there, and everywhere. Why am I respecting this brother that's going around doing what he's doing and he's shit as well, bruv? Can I tell you this now? If that was Paul Pogba, Rashford would have never done that. He would have never done it. Because Pogba would have banged him in his face. But Rashford's got so much of respect for Pogba that he would have never spoken to Pogba like that. I don't know if the same goes for Bruno, but I don't think Bruno would have got that reaction either. because you know Bruno already, bruv. Like he's just on this renegade thing.
We heard that happen at Tottenham though. We heard there were certain words that were.
Oh yeah, but that was Bruno saying it to someone else. That was Bruno saying it to someone else. You know what I mean? But in terms of that, kids, don't talk to your captains like that, because that's not what should not happen. And Ole being Ole, yeah, because he's friends with all these men. Rashford probably didn't even get a talking to, bruv. He just
that's the thing. Things have a chance now of like imploding, and you don't. I don't think United could afford an implosion right now at this point in time. So yeah, we'll see how that kind of gets sorted out. KA, you have anything to add?
No, you've said most of what I would have said about Ole and about the game. United's just been on dire form, and it's just been masked with a few good wins here and there and a few good performances from Penado. Fernandez, sorry. Gosh, I think they'll hold on to top 3. I don't know. Probably, I think even get second. I don't know. We have to see how Chelsea does, because they've got a good run coming up, Chelsea, actually, so they can nick it, even though I just said United could get second, but I don't know.
Listen. At the end of the day,
I feel like I shake my head.
At the end of the day, yeah, I see it as this man, and as I think I said it in the group, I said this man being second, just goes to show how bad the league has been and how much the pandemic has affected this league. Because you should never be there. It's fraudulent activity with it under this man. What's happened, and he's gotten lucky because moments have gotten this team to win games. We've seen them from Bruno, Pogba, Rashford. Like we've seen this moments FC is what we're being called. Individual brilliance FC is what you call this team. And the magic always runs out. The magic always runs out with him, and it can't continue. I said it before and I said it again. If he finishes third with no trophy, he has to go. He has to go, because that's not an improvement. That's not an improvement, bro. How is it that we're looking at progress, right? And say we do finish second. Just say we do. We won't, but say we do.
Yeah.
How is it we're going to finish second? That's progress. But then we're still going to be looking behind us at Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester. We're still going to be afraid of what's behind us rather than looking in front of us to City. That's not progress, bro. Don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. And on my final points, right, for this fucker, right, I found that interesting stat because people like bringing up the fact that Ollie won trophies with Mulder, right?
Yeah.
And I found it interesting. Where's my stat? Yeah. So obviously, Ollie's been managing since 2008. He took over the United reserves, right?
Yeah.
Then he went to Mulder and he won in the 10-11, he won it, and then he did the double in 11-12. Yep. Since then, he took over at Cardiff.
Yeah.
When they were a point above relegation and finished bottom. Right. He lost 12, won 3, drew 3. Right. Went back to Mulder, didn't win the league. Finished second in consecutive seasons. Right. If he doesn't win a trophy this season, that'll be 9 years in his managerial career that Ole would not have won a trophy.
Wait, hold on. He took over Cardiff when?
2014.
And then he went back to Mulder for how long?
I think he did 2 seasons at Mulder, and then he did half a season before we took him on caretaker.
And he hadn't won.
He hasn't won anything because when he went back there, he didn't win the league. Okay. So this year will make 9 years since this man would not have won a trophy, and this is the manager of Manchester United Football Club. How ridiculous! How ridiculous is that?
I think at the moment there's loads of points against him. As I said, as an Arsenal fan, me and Kay share the same sentiment. We want Ole in as for the long haul. We want him in for the long haul. But I honestly, if as a United fan, the football, even from a neutral, has been poor. And you know what it is?
Terrible.
I know it is. I know you said just final point. But Gary Neville is as much to blame as anyone for a lot of the...
A lot of them pundits, a lot of his friends,
Gary Neville has been pushing a narrative for a long time about United, which just isn't true. The reason I say that is that, yes, United are second, but they have been woeful for the majority of games that I've seen them play this season, for the talent that they have. When you look at the games against Brighton, the West Brom games, the Newcastle games,
Sheffield
United, you know, all the big six games, just look back and thinking, how are they second? And then we touch on that when we come to the big four. Just finally, where is Donny van der Beek?
Fam, listen, free my guy Donny, bruv. Free Donny, bruv. It's Maguire that should be in pen, fam, not Donny, bruv. Like, free Donny. Like, man's got ex-coaches coming out and saying that the Man United players haven't got the IQ they don't have the IQ to play with this guy. Ole hasn't got the IQ to play with this guy, bruv. Ole is that guy, yeah, bruv. He failed all of his exams in high school, bruv. He hasn't got the mental capacity to do these things. Like, Donny is there. Like, obviously, don't ask me how he got injured. Someone send something on the postcard and tell me how he's injured when you don't play. There was an interesting stat that I heard. Listen to this, guys.
Yeah.
Imagine Virgil van Dijk has played more minutes than Donny van der Beek.
That is,
and man's been injured, fam.
Is that true?
It's true.
This season.
It's true. This season. That's how much of a violation this man is putting on Donny.
The joke is, Donny's the answer to United's problem. Someone that can keep the ball.
Ball retention. We said it ages ago in previous podcasts. In them games at home when we're playing the smaller teams, there's no reason why you can't play Pogba, Donny, and Bruno all in the same team. There's no reason, because you're going to keep the ball for most of the game anyway.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense. But, bruv, Donny's going to outlive Ole, bruv. He's going to outlive Ole, I'm telling you.
I hope not, because we're crying out for...
No. Go away.
We're crying out for someone to replace Xhaka. We will happily give you Xhaka. You know?
Ole will take someone like Xhaka, you know. Ole will take someone like Xhaka, bruv. As I said, Ole is going to live and die by his favourites, bruv. Don't you see, since Pogba's gone, bruv, we're not seeing nothing from Rashford, nothing from Bruno. What did I say, fam, last week about the big games? Everyone's talking about Penandes, the blasphemy of comparing him to Eric Cantona, bruv. The absolute goal, the disrespect to compare that man to King Cantona, bruv. Are you dumb? Well, fucking dickheads, bruv. Allow your foolishness. Oh, he's the new Cantona reincarnated. Cantona bought us, 3 or 4 Premier League titles? Bruv, Bruno can't even turn up in a Big Six game.
He's got a chance to prove it to us on Sunday.
One more point, bruv. Before, I know you want to carry on, bro. Hold on, but I just wanted to say this. It's an important point.
Go.
Our next 5 fixtures before the international break.
Go on.
City away.
Okay.
AC Milan at home. West Ham at home. AC away.
Yeah.
Leicester away. We could be out of everything by the end of March.
Wait,
under this man.
The West Ham. Wait, which one? Do you guys have an FA Cup game? I think
Leicester's the FA Cup game away.
Oh, Leicester FA Cup.
You'll beat Leicester. Come on, like Leicester's form and team right now.
Yeah. You never know. United's form and team right now. You never know.
Should
we list their injuries right now?
No.
Listen. Even Vardy could be injured, and there's no guarantee that Ole can get his players to win this game.
Vardy is injured. He's recovering from hernia surgery.
Yeah, he doesn't look very good. But bro, as I said, we're already out of the Premier League. We could be out of the Europa League and out of the FA Cup by March. And then what are we playing for? Nothing, right? And then you'll still have the Ole sexuals saying that he needs time and the board didn't back him. Foolishness, bro. The guy's a fraud. He needs to be arrested for this fraudulent activity, and I don't care. He needs to burn in hell as far as I'm concerned, bruv. Stealing a living, bruv. I don't care. It's personal. He's made it personal, bruv. He's made it personal.
There we go, guys. I think that's a very good coverage. I think we covered as much angles as we can. I try to support my fellow coach, Ole. It's kind of difficult because, you know, wrong is wrong. If I catch you stealing, then you gotta go jail. But as I said, as an Arsenal fan, I'm gonna have my banner.
Ollie's moving like Aladdin right now, bro. They can't catch him. Prince of Thieves, bruv. That's what he's doing right now.
Oh man, so that is it. You're gonna get into